Hey YouTube, been a while since we put a video out there, but I felt it was appropriate to get you guys all caught up with everything that's going on with Moegneto, especially our line of amplifiers. So it's been really hectic and busy. Really appreciate all the support out there. Just kind of a Central Texas growth. We continue to do well in this market, but really haven't had time to upload some of the new product lines that we've got. So we do have a new updated product line for the Monoblock Amplifiers. Here you are seeing them side by side. We've updated the design a bit. The main reason you'll see is basically just heat removal, heat dissipation. So it was an improved chassis build from the extruded solid aluminum that we had on the previous revisions, which are excellent. We went ahead and changed the chassis. You can see the heat sinks here. You have a lot of the fin design in here. And what that's gonna do is just give you a lot more surface area to remove heat. So the more surface area across, the more heat you can push out there, as well as kind of improving the airflow on there. So same boards, because they're proven boards, very reliable, just absolutely phenomenal, and how we've seen them in the field and the lower repair rates on these. And I think obviously it's very representative in the market, with everyone using basically the same boards across different brands and across different price ranges. But that being said, let's go over these. We'll start off with the 2K. So this is the Moegneto Audio MA 2000.1D-R for the red, which looks pretty freaking sleek, to be honest with you. Really love that extra dual tone kind of color. But this is the 2000 watt RMS monoblock. It does 2000 watts RMS into 1 ohm. Dynoed a lot more. This is the only one that leverages or uses the 4-gauge oversized 4-gauge inputs, as you can see here. Does have a single active fan, very similar design to what we use on all of the other amplifiers. So that's our 2K. That has been a very hot seller here locally, and it's very hard to keep these in stock. So I got another order of these on the way. Next, the proven reliable good old 3K, my favorite out of all of these, just because I feel it's probably the middle line before going from your factory electrical system to a completely upgraded electrical system. And I say that not because you need to pull or can pull 3000 watts completely from your standard electrical system, but having a 3K in there and having the capability to have anywhere from 0 up to 3000 watts RMS at just incremental tones or beats as you're jamming out is a pretty good medium before you have to go to your secondary batteries, your high output alternator, and everything else. But obviously always have to have good wiring, heavy duty 0 gauge, which this accepts. So again, the 3K single active fan, oversized 0 gauge power terminals. You've got the 8 gauge speaker terminals, as we do here. Same exact settings for all of the amplifier lines, as you'll see. Tiffany style RCAs. You've got your low pass, high pass gain, bass boost, as well as your bass remote control input, which every single one of these does have the bass remote with the clip indicator and the power indicator. So 3K, 3000 watts RMS into 1 ohm load. Next, then you have the next bigger brother, which is the 5K. This gets into the big boy kind of toys, big girl kind of toys, where you definitely got to have an upgraded electrical system. Dual aught 0 gauge runs for the power input for both ground and 12 volt. Dual fan. This did see the biggest change, both the 5K and the 8K. Previously, we had the fans on the bottom with an offset distance between the mounting feet and the bottom, but we just found that it was very difficult for folks to mount it onto a flat surface, or just to kind of keep that ventilation going. So we did move the fans to the sides, which helped for mounting purposes. Again, functionality, these are pretty darn efficient and stay pretty cool. So I got the 5K 5000 watts RMS into 1 ohm, and now you've got the big boy, 8000 watt RMS. This is a beast, absolutely a beast. Must have upgraded electrical. And when I say upgraded electrical, obviously a high output alternator, gotta have your lithium bank of some sort or sodium bank out there. Guys, I mean, 8,000 watts RMS, you know, if it was 100% efficient, you're talking about pulling 800 amps DC out of your electrical system. That's a lot of current when you're really going out there and pounding. So unless you have an upgraded electrical system, don't look at this. Stay away from it. It might be nice to have 8,000 watts, but make sure you have the power, because it does take power to make power. So again, dual oversized 0 gauge input, the dual active fans. In fact, this one got an upgrade where we actually have a third fan also on the bottom. So this is gonna have 3 active fans all together in this design, just for the additional cooling and the power. So again, probably just skim through this. As you can see, the overall height and the length of these are going to be the same. And so when I say height, this same distance is is actually the same on all of them. So it's got a height of 2 5/8 inches in height. So let me show you what got my handy tape measure here. As you can see, 2 5/8, and it's going to be 2 5/8 for every single amplifier that we've got on here. Also the length. So the length, that is the distance from top to the bottom of the amplifier, is always going to be the same across this product line. So, and we've got a distance of, measure of 8 and 7/8, 8 inches, 7/8 inches. That didn't sound right. 8 and 7/8 inches. So not quite 9 inches, but right below. And that is going to be the same distance for all of these amplifiers here. Now, as far as the width on each of these, they will differ. So the 2K 6.5 inches wide from side to side without accounting for the terminals. The 3K is going to be 7 5/8 inches side to side. The 5K is going to be 10 1/2 inches side to side. And then you finally get to the big boy, the 8K is going to be 15 inches and 1/4, or 15 1/4 inches side to side. So pretty sleek. Try to keep them really kind of the same approach in regards to design, efficiency. Again, very, very efficient. Love these monoblocks. And so the fact that we're able to improve the thermal removal or heat dissipation on these with the heat sinks, and adding the pin fin design here, moving the fans to the side. We didn't really alter the electrical functionality of this, just the thermal performance. And that's usually, as I always said in my videos, in all electronics, heat will be the killer of most electronics. So awesome stuff, guys. If you have any more questions, visit our website. All the information is uploaded on there. Feel free to email us with any questions you may have. And again, thank you all for your support. Really excited to be sharing this with you guys. And until next time, keep basing, guys.